Hey everyone, JeremyBlum here with my 9th Arduino tutorial sponsored by Element 14. This week's going to be all about wireless communications. We'll be using 2 Arduino Unos, 2 XB radios, and 2 XB radio shields to have the 2 Arduinos communicate with each other. I'll walk you through the process of programming the XB radios, getting them on the right channel to talk to each other, and then we'll end up with a project where we hook up a potentiometer to one Arduino and have it turn a motor connected to another Arduino all wirelessly. So let's take a look at the parts for today and get started. Here's what we'll be working with today. Here I have 2 Arduino Unos, 2 XB shields for the Arduino, and 2 XB transceivers. The transceivers don't have to be exactly the same model. You can see that they're a little bit different here. That's just fine. I also have this SparkFun USB to XB adapter. This will allow us to program the XBs through a serial interface in the computer very easily. You don't have to use this though. If you don't have one of these, although I recommend that you get one, you can also plug the XB into the XB shield and mount the shield onto the Arduino Uno, and then program it through the Arduino Uno's programming interface. However, to get that to work and make sure you're not actually programming the Arduino and that you're programming the XB, you'll have to move these 2 jumpers on the XB shield from the right to left position, and you'll have to physically remove the Atmega microcontroller from the Arduino Uno. This is to ensure that all the serial communication goes between the computer's USB port and the XB radio. That's why I recommend using this. It makes the whole process quite a bit easier. I'm going to use this special breakout board from SparkFun.com to program our XBs. Each XB has to have assigned to it a unique ID, information about the other XB that it will be talking to, and a special PAN ID. PAN stands for Personal Area Network. All the XBs that are communicating with each other have to be on the same personal area network. So we have to program those 3 numbers into the XB so that we can get it working with our Arduino. Start by putting the XB onto the SparkFun shield. Make sure you put it on in the right direction, otherwise you could damage it. There's an outline on the shield that shows you the direction in which it goes in. Then plug it into your computer via a mini B USB cable. It should light up. Now let's go to the computer and get it programmed. You'll need a terminal program if you're going to connect to the XB module and set it up. I like to use PuTTY on Windows 7, but if you're using Windows XP you can use Hyperterminal, and if you're using Mac or Linux you can just Google for a terminal program and basically use anything. But if you want to use PuTTY, just type in PuTTY on Google and go to the download page, and you can just download the putty.exe here. The next thing you're going to need to do is figure out what COM port, if you're on Windows, your XB wireless module is connected to. Same thing goes for Linux or Mac, but it won't be called a COM port, it'll be called some other thing that you'll need to enter into your serial program so you can identify where you're communicating with. To do that in Windows, you go to My Computer, click on Properties, go to Device Manager, and if you go down to COM ports,